figured out I should get 50 something fish.
You know what?
50, my pond is 15 by 8 by 4.5. At the deepest point, 4.5 feet.
Sell them. Do you eat them? No,
No, I don't like fish that well.
Ew. We grow a hell of a corn crop.
Not to eat, for sure not to eat. Maybe the fucking.
Some of them are like that. On the tip of my fingers.
What'd you feed them? Pellets?
Mm-hmm.
Throw a few of them in
And
there.
watermelon rinds and all
Oh,
that.
they eat some good food, man.
Yeah.
Throw a few of them.
They like lettuce.
I mean, not that pellets are bad, you know. I'm just saying if you're gonna eat it, you know what I mean. Like,
Some of them are huge.
Jack was buying just to pop the bacteria system off, right? He bought these common goldfish, like feeder fish, basically. And he buys them for 40 cents a piece, you know, gets 100 of them. Then a year later, they're like this big, and he's selling them for $40 on Craigslist.
what?
Yeah, man, fucking goldfish are goldfish.
Really?
$40? Yeah, he
I've got
buys.
some of my koi. I don't know what they are. Well, I've got a whole series of fish or whatever of fish that have yellow on them. And I know that one one's up a rapids like they were just called common koi, right? So I don't know the difference.
I used to work
They are
for.
koi and they have a longer tail and they're like almost clear except for where the yellow is. They don't have orange, black, or
No, I'm
something.
alright.
Fucking fish are, especially koi, man. When you get and you start looking at fucking koi overseas, like it's fat money. It's like artwork, man. Like I worked for a place called Pond. I worked for a place called Pond Doctor doing pond maintenance. Like you can shock that pond with simazine, and that'll kill all that algae. Pond Doctor, and he had his own line of fish food, and people would come from all over the United States to buy this koi food from him. Like we were doing, I was climbing waterfalls in like all the fucking fancy hotels and shit, just cleaning algae.
Fucking
And they all had parrots, and they all had fucking expensive ass fucking goldfish.
When was this? What time era?
Pre-19 probably. I was right out of juvenile hall, so 17 and 18, 19.
So,
For young and out there.
92?
yeah,
Yeah.
about 90.
So I was just starting fucking around with the gear and stuff. So back then, this dude had a warehouse. It was down by SeaWorld, and I'd show up there every morning and pick up his hard body truck and all the pond cleaning and shit. And we go out to these fucking major hotels down on the beaches and stuff. And his building was probably twice this size back then. He was doing well. Like, that's prime fucking real estate property back in there. And we had goldfish in there. Like, to me, they looked like goldfish. He had $1,000 and $2,000 and $5,000 fucking fish. Like, dudes were coming in.
Just the fish.
Dude, it was like he was selling fucking cocaine. Dudes were coming in there and handing him wads of fucking $100 bills and walking away with one fish. They were putting them in boxes with bags and fucking putting them in trucks and driving away with them. I can't get home. I can't get home with 150-cent fish, much less a fucking $5,000 fish.
Alive, yeah.
Wow. If I had a fish worth that much.
A raccoon would eat it. You'd
No,
have,
we
Just
don't-
nibble
I
on it.
don't
You'd have to
take
fuck it
real-
up.
you'd have a $5,000 cage around your $5 fish.
Why do I not look like
So I'm out on a paper route.
babies?
I'm out on a paper route one night. I had 3 paper routes all in the same area. I made $3 grand a month delivering fucking newspapers about 4 hours a night, Monday through Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday took like 2 hours. Raccoon comes across the street and she's got like 6 babies. I jump out real fast and I throw a beach towel over it and I catch this fucking raccoon.
All of them?
No, just one. And I roll it up and I put it in the car. And he's chattering and he gets out and he's running around. Yeah. So I do the newspaper route, and it's kind of a bitch because I can't leave the windows down. So I got to roll it down, and I'll try to get the raccoon kind of chills out, get it home, and I'm like, what am I going to do with the raccoon? So I put it in my closet. I wasn't supposed to have it, right?
Your grandma
No. So same with the rabbits. Like I really wanted a rabbit, so I put it in the closet. But I didn't have rabbit food. I didn't have rabbit food. So I pull branches off the cypress tree out of my bedroom window and feed it. Well, when a rabbit pisses after it eats cedar or cypress, it smells just like that, only amplified. So the whole room smelled like a fucking Christmas tree air freshener. So the raccoon, he was kind of cool. He would eat, and he'd, poop in the closet and pick it up and fucking throw it away. Well, the raccoon one day went fucking nuts, like went insane. just bit the shit out of me. Obviously didn't have rabies because I didn't get rabies. Went fucking nuts. So I put it out in this outdoor cage I had out back, and it just never did mellow out. Like I tried to feed it, it just went fucking insane one day. And it wasn't old. Like it was still with mom when I snatched it up, and within a period of 2 weeks, it went fucking crazy. Like distemper or something.
Yeah. About the skunk.
The skunk. I didn't ever have a live skunk. That was a dead skunk.
But there's a funny story with the skunk.
In the dryer. Skunk in the dryer.
We're at the flea market, and there's this old black dude outside. It's always fucking hot and shit. And the dude he always has a lot of stuff, right? I'm like, that carousel horse is really neat. How much is that? He goes, she wants too much fucking money for that. She wants $6,000. She should sell that motherfucker. We'd already had it gone, and she just lowered the price a little bit. And this dude came, he's telling you how it is. He just don't give a fuck. Dude comes up for a cast iron pan. He's like, how much is this pan? He's like, that's $120, sir. And the dude's all taken aback. What? $120 for this pan? I can buy this at Walmart. And I about fucking said, well, then go to fucking Walmart. Yeah. And I'm so glad I didn't, because old boy comes out, he's like, you go on and go over to Walmart and buy that pan. This pan right here is 120 years old.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, holy shit. 120 bucks, 120 years old. He goes, you're not going to buy a pan like this.
Probably says it really well.
But I've been around when he's laid it down a few times. That dude knows exactly what he has.
I heard little cornbread. The one that's this big.
I've heard.
You did the fried cornbread.
Oh yeah.
That one of hers.
Molly's mom has a cornbread cast iron pan.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's allowed to be put in that.
That one time, that was my grandmother.
And she pulls it out of the oven, and Molly she goes, boop, and it slides right out. Never a crumb in it, never anything. And then she takes it, puts it up, and then doesn't touch it until she makes
it. And just wipes it out, huh?
No. She came over Molly came over after the first time we used the cast iron pan. For the first time in our lives. And we cooked in it, we kind of seasoned it a little bit, it was awesome, and just grabbed it, hot water, some soap, and started, and Molly damn near ripped her, what the hell, you get that out? Oh, she wanted to kill it.
What are you doing for Gina's birthday? You didn't even know, did you?
Square dancing.
Did you remember?
You have to remember your woman's birthday.
Teach me, Yoda.
This is what you do.
Uh-huh.
You just pick a time when you want to do something. Or when they want to do something. Like, I don't know. Maybe they want to go to Gatlinburg and hang out and have fun.
And not have to go. You're not going, are you? She's going to Gatlinburg. She's going to Gatlinburg. You're not going. She's like, I got track.
Right?
It's happening, isn't it?
Yep.
Too fucking shade.
So
damn.
You just ruined
here's the thing. If there's something that they want, it doesn't matter what time of year it is.
Yeah.
You just have to remind them of the something they want. So I'll just example. Let's say she wants new tires on the car.
Yeah.
For her birthday.
No. Let's just say she wants new tires on her car.
Okay.
You pay to put the new tires on the car or whatever. Trip to Gatlinburg or whatever it is. It could be anything. It's just what she wants. And at the point of the exchange, you're like, happy birthday. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. That's the point. It doesn't matter when it is. It doesn't matter what it is. You've got your birthday present. So yeah, she's going to Gatlinburg.
So when she's like,
see, here's the thing. I wouldn't accept that as
when she's like, I have food poisoning.
Okay. You know why you wouldn't accept it?
I'm going to send you to the emergency room.
Happy birthday.
You wouldn't accept it because you haven't been trained right. That's all.
I haven't been trained right. Up till about 5 years ago.
Pierre does not do the training in the relationship.
Hold on. Up pre-Jessica, right? 8 years ago.
There was no girlfriend for each other.
My
We
parents-
had this conversation yesterday.
My parents would come up to me and be like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? And I'd be like, I want a PlayStation. They'd be like, cool. Here's the money for a PlayStation. Go buy a PlayStation, wrap it, and give it to me, and then you get to open it on your birthday. Or if it's Christmas, like, what do you want for Christmas? X. Okay, here's the money. Go buy X.
He means ecstasy.
Wrap it, put it under the tree, and then act surprised when there's other people around. So insert Jessica into the story, and I'm like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? Well, I don't know. What do you want for your birthday? A purse. All right, cool. Let's go buy the purse. And she'd be like, that's horrible. That's the worst birthday gift ever. Like, blah, 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 blah. And then she would like...
Do you want the fucking purse or not?
She would...
Yeah, well, I had that problem too. You're not training her right. You've got to train her right. Does she really want the purse? Or does she want you to
pretend with you?
The item doesn't matter with her. With her, it's
she wants
thinking of her, buying her something, and then giving it to her as a surprise.
She wants you to pretend like you know what is going on in her head, so you can sneak to the store and buy this fucking luxury item that you can surprise her with.
Right.
You're still young in your relationship. As you get into your relationship, eventually she's going to go, I'm tired of you buying me shit that I don't want. Why don't you just go and get the purse I told you to get? And then you're going to go, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. It doesn't matter, though. I'll give you an example. If she was to go, when's your birthday?
December 10th.
December 10th. So if she was to go right now and buy you, I don't know, what gun?
Doesn't matter. Any gun.
Some gun.
Yeah. Okay.
She went to the store. She buys you this gun.
Would you come stand over here just for that?
No, I like it when she goes back and forth. She buys you this gun. And then tomorrow she's like, I can't stand it. Happy birthday, baby.
Right.
On December 10th, would you go,
where's my birthday gift?
Where's my birthday present?
100%.
You're the one that's fucked up.
No, because I'll tell her. I'll be like, this is what I want for my birthday. And she'll be like, then just go buy it yourself.
Jess, you need to
train Pierre better.
You need to train Pierre better.
She bought me for 1 year a
sock subscription.
Clipboard.
Oh, I heard about this.
A metal clipboard. And as I'm opening this in her car, I'm thinking, I gotta dump this bitch. Like, this is it. Like, she bought me a fucking clipboard. Like, this is the worst. And then I'm like, oh, this is metal. And it clips stuff, too. And I'm like, oh, I can hang it on a nail. And I'm like, thinking in the back of my head, like, this is the worst gift I've probably ever got in my life. Like, I'm trying to think, do I dump her before Christmas to save them? Like, I was done, right? That fucking clipboard.
Hell yeah.
Has probably made me $250,000.
The clipboard or your hands?
The clipboard.
Why?
Because I'd grab the clipboard and I'd shove estimate sheets in it, and I'd walk around the car and I'd toss the fucking clipboard. I'd beat the fuck out of this clipboard. It's got one dent in the side of it. A bunch of scratches on it, but that clipboard lived in my hand. I'd put a car up in the air. It needs tires, it needs brakes, it needs this, it needs this, it needs this. Clip the pen under it, take the sheet off of it, give it the parts,
have somebody sign it,
and have to fucking grab the next one.
Has she heard this story, or is she about to find out?
No, I think I've told it to her. Yeah. I've told the story in front of her before.
But the reality is,
so
the longer you're in this relationship, the less those moments are going to be. It's not going to be a realization when she hands you a fucking paper bag, unless there's a gun in it.
Whenever Amanda's like, I want this purse, we go to Louis Vuitton.
Buy it right then and there. Or
No.
Okay.
No, because when Amanda's there, the purse we go to get is never the purse. There's always another purse.
Yeah.
There's one above.
There's always another level.
Yeah.
You go to get the $2,000. We're immune to $2,000 purses now, right?
Yeah.
It
has to be a $5,000 purse. But whenever you're looking at the $5,000 purse, you come in and they know you're coming. There's going to be a $7,000 and a $10,000 purse there. That's how it goes. Like we used to walk past Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. We used to buy 2,000.
We go to Michael Kors.
Yeah.
We go to wherever the fuck it was we were going.
That's
now Louis Vuitton calls me.
Once
Louis Vuitton calls me and says Amanda's birthday is in 6 weeks.
I'm like, not in 6 weeks anymore.
They call me and they're like, red and black. Red and black.
Get your colors.
There's only 100 of these made in the company. We can have it in Nashville next week.
And it costs more than your car.
Private shopper.
So
Costs more than my
she used to buy $40 purses and would just wreck them. I mean, like 3 months, and I was like, you gotta buy a more expensive purse. You gotta buy a more expensive purse.
And then,
And
and then we saw why she wrecked him.
And then Kane Tierney was like, we're sitting upstairs here, and he was like, don't fucking do it, dude. And he's like, I was like, what? And he was like, I'm telling you, don't do it, because once
Don't get them started.
once you buy that one, they'll never go backwards. I was like, no, and we haven't gotten to that level with Louis Vuitton or something, but we've started to buy nicer and nicer, the $400 to $500 to $600 range purse. They last longer.
No.
No,
They last longer because you said, what the fuck? That's a $500 purse. You cannot throw that on the ground.
she doesn't do that. She's very
That's
like,
why they last
like
longer.
if we go to
because-
dinner, she sits it in her lap so she doesn't do
Because
it.
she has an awareness of what that. What do you got?
Kill
Don't
the
break the
lizard.
tail off.
No.
Is it alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't snap his tail off. You're not going to keep him long like that.
That's the one in the
No
That's
traction.
the one from the garage yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah,
Where
it's
was
it's a fence lizard. It's a blue belly. They call them blue bellies other places.
You know he's gonna get away.
like, where the hell is he?
He'll get away.
Yeah, he will get away.
Now
Now he's away.
You can go down the drain.
That fucking wall.
Where's the way?
Right here.
Got it.
I'm not talking shit.
So-
Yeah, because we had originally the agreement was this was the agreement.
Remember, we used to go catch those out.
Still in California.
And in our front yard.
Right here.
You buy me guns, I like that.
We had a
Yeah.
bunch
He'll
of
flash. See how he's
guns.
flashing, kind of blue.
And she literally did it
Literally
like
took some coffee.
4 times, and then was like, I just don't know what to get you.
Take him out.
Like,
And let him in the wood
Any
pile. Over there.
gun.
walk in, close your
You
eyes.
gotta hold him like this.
point it,
Just buy it.
and buy it.
You won't hurt
Don't
him.
give him the
I just don't
crush.
know what to get you. I go, okay, well, the diamonds are over then.
Yeah.
Which helps mine.
The diamonds are over.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing: when it comes to stuff like makeup, she's a big makeup freak. Like that's all. Like that's her. When she goes on YouTube, that's what she's watching. That's what she buys. But like, I can't ever buy her makeup because as soon as she wants something, she just goes and gets it. And that's the thing with guns. I'll be like, I've got this class coming up. My birthday's coming up. I don't want anything for my birthday. Let's go out to dinner. Buy me the ammo for the class. She goes, why would I do that? Just go buy it yourself right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me get you something that I
It
want.
wasn't okay a few years ago for you to do that.
The difference
Well, I think it's the subject matter.
The difference
It's
is
firearm related.
I still do that with guns.
What?
When I want one, I still just go buy it.
And then you
It's
want one on your
more.
birthday.
It's more of the fact that she went out
We should
and got
see
one.
once this gets posted. Yeah, you should post
When
it.
when they first
Send this to Gina. and
when they
Jess.
first moved here, she's all sneaking around. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm meeting somebody off Craigslist. For what? Going to buy Jeff a gun.
Off Craigslist.
Where? At the Walmart parking lot. I go, that's not a fucking good idea. Like you need to take somebody else with you. Did she get you a gun from the Walmart parking lot?
I don't remember. Maybe.
Was it in her brown bag?
It wasn't in a brown bag. I mean, I've already done the brown bag. No, but realistically,
What's
so
the next level from the brown bag?
I've brown bagged.
Uh-huh.
So, well, first off, somebody has just walked in off the street and sold me a gun.
Where?
So here,
Here?
yeah, here,
Like a
actually
stranger?
here, walked in. Well, not really a stranger, but I've had that engagement. I bought a gun in a bag. I bought a gun out of the trunk of somebody's car. Guns out of the trunk of somebody's car.
He's like, I'm a
You're-
Taco
I know you're
Bell,
going
and
like
he
this.
walks in like, you look like a gun owner.
I know you're going like this, but you can't do any of that shit in California. Actually, I brought the brown bag gun in California. Fuck you, California. So now, what I really need to do, it's going to be kind of hard, and Eli might be the only one that can pull it off.
Miller.
Is yeah.
That's the only Eli.
Okay.
I need somebody in a military truck with crates in the back of it. I want to buy some guns out of the back
do
of
the
a
guns have
5-ton.
to have come from the crate, or can they just have been put in?
No, yeah, you can
You
put
just
whatever
want
you
the-
want in there.
yeah.
You want to put a Mosin and a God in there?
I just want the experience.
I just want the truck to pull up and somebody in camis to get out and be like, I got rocket launchers for sale. And then it could be,
Bananas.
it could. Well, there needs to be at least one gun in there. Could be bananas, but that's what I want. That's that's like the next one.
You have the greatest life goals.
That's the next one. To buy a gun out of a military truck, and you don't even need to be in the military if you own a.
Does it
What
need to
would
have
it
a
take-
dust? Does it need to have a dusty?
Yeah. That
Oh,
would be
yeah,
even better.
oh,
If there
yeah.
was
Canvas
dust
car.
on it and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
that would be.
What
better.
would it take for you to
Pull the
not buy
iron
a gun?
heading off of it.
Like, Like, in my mind, you buy a gun every 5 minutes, which I know that's not true. But like,
you want to go do some gun buys at like an ATF parking lot? That'd be bold. Meet me at the. I wonder if some fucking.
You could do it here in
You
Tennessee.
legally could do it, but would somebody like? Yeah, meet me at the ATF.
I think you would. I don't think you could. I think you could do it. I think you would have to do it not in the ATF parking
it's a
lot, but
federal-
like because they're going to go, hey, this is federal property,
on the street right in
motherfucker.
front of it.
Yeah. Well, it would be awesome. It would be even better. Hey, if you work in the Tennessee ATF office and you have a firearm you want to sell, it would be cool
Buy it from an ATF
if I could buy a gun from an ATF agent. Just be cool. Be one of those things I could check that box off. If you did it in a brown paper bag in the back of a military truck, fucking off the chain.
Just
that
getting
would be
excited.
awesome.
Just getting physically excited.
That,
Look,
yeah.
your nips are getting hard,
Yeah,
Jeff.
we're not even, here's the thing. We're not even going to talk about price. You got
Doesn't matter.
a Glock 19 that you want to sell for $600. I'm going to buy it out of the back of your truck.
If it's in a brown bag,
If
and
it's
he's
in
in
a brown
Cammy's and works for the ATF.
Jeff just had an adrenaline spike.
I know,
I did.
right?
Give
Like,
me a nap.
I'm
in
getting
about
now's the time
10
to
minutes.
now's the
I'm
time to
getting
win the 5K.
I'm getting excited because I feel
Someone
like
put an aspirin under his tongue.
I feel like there's an ATF agent out there that has a gun or two that he wants to sell. Make sure it's look. I'm not trying to do anything illegal. I'm just trying to up the buy the gun game. So make sure it's legal. I'm not going to buy your machine guns because I can't. Let's see what else. Unless you want to help me with the paperwork, because if you work at the ATF, that means you know all the ins and outs on the paperwork. So if you want to walk me through the paperwork to buy a machine gun, then maybe if you have a legal machine gun, I'll buy it from you. It would be my first, so that would be awesome.
Say legal?
Yeah, legal.
Where's the drinking on there?
Is she? Her hair glowing. You look like a fan blowing her hair around.
What are you
Is your skin healthier? The greens, right? Like here. There's onions in this. Like this.
And you know what? She probably don't even fucking like onions.
No, she never said shit about it.
I thought that's all she ate was onions.
No, apples. She eats a lot of apples.
Onions and socks. I thought
No,
she-
hemp and apples.
Who carries it around in a sock?
That's your doggy, the house help. Master offered me clothing.
Yeah, but you don't eat them.
Be careful. If you give her one,
Yeah.
she'll go away.
How do you know about Harry Potter?
I read every book in one sitting. I would open the book.
You have the ability to read a whole book sitting at one time?
I was younger, but yeah.
That's
Wow.
killer, man.
I would. I mean, it would like later on. The books got bigger.
So why aren't you smarter?
I don't know. I haven't read in a long time.
You're reading the wrong books.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
I put the subtitles on the pornos. That's usually what I read now.
Yeah. That helps. Sometimes makes it really more interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of goat noises. I can spell any goat noise if you want.
Man, best picture I've seen in a long time. A Wolverine cruising down the side of the road with a goat's head in his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Said, meanwhile in Alaska, somebody said I was riding my motorcycle in Alaska and it fucking passed this.
Wow.
It's awesome.
You watched all the movies.
No.
Yeah, I love Harry Potter.
I'm in all the Harry Potter clothes groups. And
I really
there's
enjoy it.
dudes making fucking $500 custom wands and shit.
Holy shit. That's cool.
You see Jaeger put up that Titanic jacket yesterday?
What does this have to do with Harry Potter?
I don't know, but I just thought it was really weird.
Cloak of disappearing.
Is that? Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like.
Well, how do you know what the Cloak of Disappearing looks like? It's literally.
I saw a dude on Facebook Marketplace had a cloak of invisibility for sale. He had it on now like this $250. Cloak of invisibility. I saw it the other day.
Brilliant.
Last night.
That's pretty cool.
I remember the last book reading, I was like, really. I started when I was really young reading them, so like.
I read them in prison.
Oh, you read them too?
Yeah, everyone. Well, everyone that was after.
Yeah. The second to last one or the last one was one of the biggest ones, and I think that one took me, like, I woke up early, started reading, I finished the day. It was midnight, 1 o'clock, and I was about, I think, 3/4 of the way through the book. And I was like mad. I didn't want to go to sleep because I was like, well, what happens in the story? So then I woke up the next morning and finished it. But excuse me, I would take my mom, be like, dinner's ready. I'd bring the phone, the book downstairs, and like put my plate and then just read. And she's like, what are you doing? And she never really questioned it. She was just like, the first couple times, she was like, you can't wait a minute, just eat your dinner and go back to reading. I was like, no, this is the good part.
Not that many pictures on there.
Yeah, this is a good part. And then after that, she never once.
He was a baby. Yep. I went to Sears and I bought a Nintendo or something, you know, a shooter game, a Nintendo, whatever.
PlayStation?
PlayStation, man.
Old Xbox.
Got home
This one's mine.
from Sears at University Town Center. It was probably 2 o'clock. I'm like, I'm gonna play this video game for now.
I wouldn't brought it.
Play the video game.
That's why I didn't tell you I wanted more.
Like, all right, I gotta turn this off and go do something. Got up, opened the blind, and it was fucking dark. I'm like, what the fuck? It was 2 in the morning. I put the video game away. I've never played a video game. When I got home, I bought one of the new Harry Potter books that came out. I went to read it, and I would read it, you know, 5 minutes every night as I get in bed or whatever, and I just couldn't fucking read. I would fall asleep. So I just
Stop reading.
Yeah, I mean, I read stuff.
I have that problem too.
I read all.
Sitting in bed.
I read all of Lights Out. Lights Out was 1,100 pages.
It was a good
when
book.
he posted it online.
Yeah.
I went through, made corrections to it. I actually mailed him the copy of it with all the corrections and shit. I read Enemies Foreign Domestic. I read Domestic Enemies. I read all of that shit. That held my attention. I mean, it took me a long time, but it was all survival fiction, and it all led up to us actually leaving California when we moved.
If I'm in bed, I fall asleep if I'm reading. I have to be like in the living room,
I fall asleep
on a table.
Yeah.
Like I'll sit at the kitchen table, and I can sit there for. I mean, my ass will get sore, but like I can sit there. But the second, like in that like bed reading position, I don't get 2 pages in, and I'm out.
I had a Petzl Zipka headlamp, little tiny headlamp, and I would do that so that she could sleep.
Yeah.
Turn all the lights off, sit there and read.
My mom would come into the bedroom when I was younger and be like, "Go to sleep," and I would say, "Okay." And I had a flashlight that I would like barely cover just so I could. And she knew I was reading. She never really like. If I was playing video games, she'd come in there and threaten to break the video game and stuff. But we did that with God of War. There was a video game that came out on PlayStation.
Another one.
In one sitting. We played that till my PlayStation overheated. I was ready to shut down. I got it.
That dude's pretty squared away, though.
Yeah,
It works out.
yeah.
He's always done me right.
What's that?
I don't know. Some bullshit you put in your food.
Poison, probably. Can't hurt still.
I look so flat right now because I didn't take any carbs. If I had carbs, I'll pop it in 10 minutes.
You see the difference?
Fucking immediately with carbs, yeah. Hugely.
It makes your veins pop.
Makes everything, makes me look skinnier.
Makes it.
So is that what bodybuilders do?
Yeah,
They
it fills
eat
up your
carbs
muscle.
for
When you hear
competition.
when you hear the gummy bear thing, and people are like, "That's not how that works." It actually is how that works. Right after you work out, if you intake sugar, especially like simple sugar, it spikes your glucose level. Your body will draw all that shit. And then if I eat carbs with lunch, in 15 minutes or so, I'll just look
Bigger.
cut. I'll look way more cut. It's not that I'm bigger or volumized.
It's just
It just pulls,
Your body's
it pulls the
reaction.
fluid, because I think it pulls the fluid in to digest the carbs, thus removing it from under your skin.
okay.
Rich Piana.
Oh yeah, I
He
love
died.
Rich Piana.
I was watching a lot of his videos, and he was talking about like bodybuilders eating protein 2-3 days before a show. He's like, your body's not gonna there's no point. He goes 2-3 days before the show, you should be carb loading, and he was talking about like those exact same reasons.
So, and he doesn't do shows.
Well, he's dead now, but
He didn't do shows.
yeah,
He said, "I hate fucking shows."
right.
He's like, "I just want to be big." So there's a channel called Anabolic Avenger, and it's Dr. Tony Huge and Coach Trevor. And Coach Trevor was kind of the secret weapon for all these Big dudes. No, U.S. Olympic, like the Olympia guys, the actual Mr. Olympians, and he has all the drug programs and all of the knowledge with. Like he goes on a cruise ship. He's like, here's what I'm eating for breakfast, and he's like, you shouldn't eat this. This is what I'm eating because I'm using way more growth hormone. This is what you should eat. He's like, what should a dude not using growth hormone eat? And they just talk about everything. Everything is on the table to the point YouTube has banned their channel like 2-3 times.
Oh, shit.
So they do Facebook live feeds and kind of talk in code and don't really go too in depth.
Right.
But I'm still amazed at the shit that they're saying. Like I'd be worried to fucking mention it without our channel getting shut down. So they have a supplement company. He just made a movie, a 2.5-hour movie on. Their whole thing is enhanced performance, enhanced brain power, enhanced physique, enhanced your life extension. And he did a movie called Enhanced. It's 2.5 hours, and they talked about anabolics, SARMs, everything was on the table. They talked about fucking everything and how dudes were doing it and what they were doing and what they were gaining from it and the application to it in not a competition, but in just life extension and stuff. So much so that the FDA called him in and wanted to somebody sued him, filed a lawsuit, and he had to go in for what's it called?
Deposition.
Deposition. And he's like, he brought another attorney, and the attorney for the company suing him was like, you can't be in here. He's like, I'm a lawyer. I'm his lawyer. But that's a criminal. You're a criminal lawyer. You can't be in here. He goes, my client's not talking to you unless I'm here. Like, it's just not happening.
So trying to bully him.
There's a fucking the whole 3-hour depositions on YouTube. And Tony Hughes is like, I plead the fifth. Like, if they asked him 1,000 questions, 950 of them, he's like, I plead the fifth. I'm not going to say anything you can use against me. Yeah. And so much so, all of the comments were like, dude, you should do a hat. You should do a shirt. You should do all this. He has a whole line of I plead the fifth shit. It's become a whole thing. But they've launched, what it's about is they have SARMs. That's what the whole thing was about. A vitamin company sued him for making claims. And they're like, did you say blah, blah, blah on this date, on this video? He's like, I can't recall. I plead the fifth. He goes, but you don't have a twin, right? He's like, not that I know of, but
I'll plead the fifth.
I don't know that was me. He's like, this is you right here. He's like, I don't know.
The likeness of me.
And he walked out.
Yeah.
I mean, they get nothing stuck. Like
Well, they just hit PJ Braun.
Yeah.
They had a 2-year indictment on him. His attorney pushed it. It's like, come on, you guys, we're tired of fucking waiting on you, basically. And then like FDA,
I saw
like, oh yeah,
Lysol.
we're gonna indict.
I saw Lysol.
In Somalia, everybody has a gun, right? So everybody's got a rifle. Or
Is
something.
that where they shot the dude with the 50 cal from?
Yeah. In Somalia, everybody's got a rifle. So you can't, there's rules. Like, it had to be a crew-served weapon for us to engage in this shit. But everybody's got a rifle. Nobody has pistols for whatever reason. It's just no pistols. So, when you have a pistol, it's a big deal. Like,
Because I thought that was for high-ranking military, wasn't it?
well, the other thing too is most of your dictator countries, when you see a guy with a rifle, they either don't have a lot of ammunition or they don't have ammunition at all.
Gotcha.
The dude with the ammunition that's doing the execution is always doing it with a pistol. So this dude has a British Welbley, I think it's called, but it breaks open like this pistol. Right.
Oh, the Webley?
Yeah, and he is walking down the street. He's got this pistol. Now, think about this. Like, outside of the women, every other dude has a rifle. And he's walking down the street with this pistol he's like coming towards our post. He's walking down the street with a pistol. He's opening it, closing it, and he's like pointing at people. And he's just going off with this pistol, just like doing all of this shit with it. And I'm like, man, I want to shoot him so bad, Chris. Chris is like, I don't know if we could get away with it. I go, he is threatening people down there. And he goes, well, we're not supposed to protect Somalis. We're just here for the UN. And I'm like, man, I want to shoot him so bad. But he just, the whole way, he's just like, down the street pointing at people. I mean, it was fucking hilarious. He's just pointing that pistol. Like, the dude's got a G3 on his shoulder, right? With a fucking, with some homemade 60-round magazine hanging out of it. And old boy with his pistol's like, "What's up? What's up? What's up?" It's funny.
Do you think he had any ammo
I don't even
for
think he had ammo because the way that pistol works is when you break it open, it has a star that shoots the cartridges, the empty cartridges out. And he was doing that. He was like walking down the street, and you'd see him. He'd be like, crack it open, and then close it, and then he'd be like, "What's up? What's up? I got a pistol. You don't have a pistol." It's funny as shit.
So it's a revolver?
Yeah, it's a revolver. I wanted to shoot him so bad.
Oh my god.
Pretty fucking funny.
Chris told that story to him, and he's like, he goes, and they're videotaped, like the general's got his dudes videotaped because he's going to visit the snipers.
Right.
And Chris tells him that story, and then the guy's like, "Well, why didn't you shoot him?"
General said that?
Yeah, general's like, "Well, why didn't you shoot him?" Chris was like, "I don't know, rules of engagement, sir."
Why don't you drop that fool?
Yeah, he was like, "Body count." But the general was like, "Body count, body count." And Chris was like, "Rules of engagement?
Trick question?
that a
Like,
trick question?"
That's Scully's 12th piece of bacon.
Okay, if you notice, all of this bacon is cut in half, so this is only,
It's not cut.
yeah, it's cut in half.
No, it's not.
These are halvesies, so it's only 6 pieces of bacon.
No, it's counting pieces of bacon.
Yeah, which means it's only 6.
See,
2 halves make a whole.
Scully,
one
we're
whole makes
so having
one.
a failure to communicate again.
Well, if you speak English, most of the time you're speaking gibberish.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, lesbians.